shouldn't even have me sit down with that hoe. Right. She weird. I don't need it. And you need to. You already use it. And you need to use it with your old ass. Yeah.
Hey, love and hip-hop fans, welcome back. If you thought season after season of drama was intense, hold on tight, because things have just hit a whole new level in Miami. Today, we're diving deep into the shocking clash between Suki and Momma Dee that left everyone on the edge of their seats. Who's to blame? Was it just a misunderstanding, or has this beef been brewing for way longer than we thought? Grab your popcorn, because we're about to break it all down. It's not often that we see a clash of personalities like this. Suki's the unapologetic, loudmouth rapper versus Momma Dee, the fiery matriarch who's always ready to fight for her family. These two are no strangers to drama, but this was next level. Let's set the stage. Suki, known for her boldness and no-filter attitude, has been making waves in the love and hip-hop Miami world. She's got a loyal fan base, but she's also stepped on a few toes along the way. And then there's Momma Dee, the queen of the love and hip-hop Atlanta franchise, who's brought her signature attitude to Miami. What many fans don't realize is that this wasn't just a random clash. There's a lot more going on under the surface. Suki's journey to fame hasn't been easy. She's faced countless struggles, personal, professional, and emotional. And now, in a place where she's trying to thrive, Momma Dee's presence just doesn't sit right with her. Throughout the season, we've seen Suki and Momma Dee exchange sharp words here and there. At first, it seemed like playful banter, but each interaction felt loaded with resentment. From Suki's social media antics to Momma Dee's constant comments about Suki's lifestyle and choices, it was clear that their issues were far from resolved. But things escalated when they found themselves face-to-face in an intimate setting, leaving the door wide open for a confrontation.
Stop touching me.
Two grown-ass women can't get it together for one night. Y'all have to have this conversation at a birthday party?
You're old as selling. That is tired. You's an old cranky bitch. You need to go check on your son, cause Scrappy is toxic because of you, but your old stink nasty ass bitch, you could never come for me. You sell twice on Sunday.
Mama, take her to the back.
You shouldn't even have me sit down with that hoe. She weird. I don't even know. She weird.
Now let's break down that moment when the tension finally hit its boiling point. The scene was set at a group gathering where both women were present. Suki was already heated about something Momma Dee said about her behind her back. She was having none of it and confronted her head-on. "I don't need your approval." "Momma Dee," Suki snapped, her voice sharp and direct. And just like that, the gloves were off. Momma Dee, never one to back down from a challenge, fired back just as quickly. "You think you can talk to me like that? I'll put you in your place, girl." But the shock came when Suki, with all the fire in her, lashed out at Momma Dee in a way no one expected. She wasn't just defending herself. She was going for the jugular, calling out Momma Dee's flaws and accusing her of meddling in things she had no business touching. And that was when the whole room went silent. So, what really sparked this explosion between Suki and Momma Dee? Some say it's rooted in jealousy and power struggles. For Suki, she's been trying to make her mark in the music industry, balancing her career and family, while dealing with constant judgment from people like Momma Dee. And Momma Dee, she's never been one to bite her tongue. She's been through her own struggles, fighting to protect her family and make sure no one gets too big for their boots. But there's something deeper here, something fans may not know. There's been talk that Momma Dee sees Suki as a threat to her own legacy. After all, she's the matriarch of the love and hip-hop universe, and no one wants to lose their place at the top. Could it be that she feels Suki's rising fame is overshadowing her? Or is it more personal than that? Momma Dee has always been the one calling the shots, whether it's in her relationship with Scrappy or her public persona. She's used to being in control, and she doesn't like when people challenge that. And Suki, well, she's never been one to back down from a challenge.
Months ago, I was in an interview, and somebody asked me a question about you.
I just happened to see the interview, and I feel like it really hurt my feelings because you bring up the black fat girl, and then it was just like, you talking about good coochie, don't talk about good coochie.
Can I just say this? I can't change you. You are who you are, but I just
like
would have
talked
thought.
down on me.
I did. I said some things I shouldn't have said, But at the end of the day, I thought like, dog, do she know sometimes how that's portrayed as a black woman?
The latest episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami left fans in complete shock as a heated altercation between Suki and Momma Dee escalated beyond control. In a series already renowned for its intense drama, this confrontation reached a level that will undoubtedly be the topic of conversation for hours. The chaos began at an extravagant event organized by one of the cast members. The venue was filled with sparkle, sophistication, and the promise of making connections. But beneath the glamorous facade, tension was quietly simmering. Momma Dee, no stranger to controversy, was holding court at her table, throwing subtle jabs and delivering her usual blunt remarks. It didn't take long before Suki became the target of Momma Dee's attention. As Momma Dee casually sipped her drink with an air of superiority, she made a statement that was impossible to overlook. "Some women need to learn the difference between confidence and selling themselves," she said loudly enough for both Suki and everyone in the room to hear. While she didn't directly name anyone, the implication was unmistakable. Suki, famous for her bold personality and quick-witted comebacks, shot Momma Dee a warning glance. "If you got something to say it to my face," she challenged, her voice sharp enough to pierce through the music. Never one to back down, Momma Dee smirked before dropping the bombshell. "Fine. I think you're acting like a prostitute, and I said what I said." The room fell silent. Conversations came to an abrupt halt. Drinks were set down. All eyes turned towards Suki, whose expression shifted from shock to pure, fiery anger. Her close friends, including fellow cast members, attempted to de-escalate the situation. But it was too late. Suki stood up, her chair scraping harshly against the floor.
That girl, and she made her motherfucking match. And she made her match. She ain't disrespecting nothing up in here. I birthed 3 babies. Ain't no old hoe finna disrespect me. Continue the party.
I didn't want my old pimp ways to come back out. I've been trying to submerge that demon for a long time. But she made it come out. She made it come out. You know, Suki, I'm trying to leave my old pimp mentality alone. But see, you'll make an old pimp like me come out of early retirement. If that troll y'all call Suki calls me old one more time, I'm not gonna be accountable for the next thing I say.
"You've got the wrong one today," Suki declared, pointing her perfectly manicured finger at Momma Dee. "You don't know me, and you will not disrespect me like that." Momma Dee, clearly relishing the chaos she'd stirred up, leaned back in her chair and shrugged. "If the shoe fits, wear it," she retorted, her voice laced with condescension. That moment marked the breaking point. In an instant that will forever be etched in love and hip-hop history, Suki slapped Momma Dee across the face. The sharp sound of the slap reverberated throughout the room, and the shock was immediate. Gasps filled the air, followed by complete chaos. Security and other cast members rushed in to separate the two. Momma Dee, stunned but not backing down, yelled, "Did you just put your hands on me? You'll regret that, little girl." As security escorted Suki away, she fired back, "I don't regret standing up for myself. You should have kept my name out of your mouth." In the aftermath, the cast scrambled to deal with the fallout. Suki retreated to the confessional, visibly shaken but unapologetic. "I've been through too much to let someone like Momma Dee try to tear me down," Suki confessed. "She can talk all she wants, but she needs to learn that there are consequences for disrespecting me like that." Meanwhile, Momma Dee, with her makeup slightly smudged but her pride still intact, gave her side of the story in her confessional. "Suki's young and reckless," she said. "She doesn't understand how to respect her elders. If she can't handle the truth, that's on her, not me." Social media quickly erupted with reactions. Fans were split, with some praising Suki for standing up for herself, while others criticized her for resorting to violence. The hashtag #SukiVSMomma began trending, with memes, debates, and fan theories about what this feud means for the future of the show. The aftermath extended beyond that one event. Cast members chose sides, with some supporting Suki and others defending Momma Dee. Friendships became strained, alliances were questioned, and the entire cast found themselves treading carefully around the two feuding women. To make matters worse, rumors began circulating that producers were considering separate filming schedules for Suki and Momma Dee to avoid any further incidents.
Let's talk about your past and the things that you brag about, Miss PIMP.
You a seller But bitch, I
No,
talked
I
about
wasn't
mine.
selling. I was a pimp.
You was, so that was you was selling
So
other
at the
girls.
end of the
But you
day,
act like you
that
better
is
than
what
somebody
they
that's
put
a girl.
right.
Yeah,
No,
so
I'm
don't
not.
act like you better than
No,
nobody,
I'm
because
not,
I'm gonna
but
call
I'm
you
trying
out.
to.
And loose lips take shifts.
Yes, they do.
So yours was loose.
No.
Mine ain't loose. That's
No.
why I've been proposed
But
to
you're
8
being
times,
loose
baby.
right now.
So
So at the end of the day,
genuine
here you
love.
go.
I don't need
Use a wife.
And you need to, you already used. And you need to use them.
However, fans know that with personalities as large as theirs, this feud is far from over. Will Suki and Momma Dee ever find a way to get along? Or is this just the start of an all-out battle that could split the cast and take over the season? One thing is certain, this episode has set a new bar for love and hip-hop Miami drama, and fans are eagerly anticipating what comes next. The conflict spiraled out of control. In a show already known for its intense drama, this confrontation escalated to a level that will keep fans talking for a long time. The drama kicked off at an elegant event hosted by one of the cast members. The room sparkled with glamour, and everyone was buzzing with a promise of making connections. But beneath the dazzling exterior, tension was steadily building. Momma Dee, no stranger to controversy, was holding court at her table, throwing subtle jabs and delivering her usual blunt remarks. It didn't take long for Suki to become the target of Momma Dee's attention. Sitting back with her cocktail, exuding an air of superiority, Momma Dee unleashed a comment that was impossible to miss. "Some women need to learn the difference between confidence and selling themselves," she said, loud enough for Suki and the entire room to hear. While she didn't immediately specify who she was referring to, the implication was unmistakable. Suki, known for her bold personality and quick retorts, shot Momma Dee a warning glare. "If you got something to say it to my face," she challenged, her voice sharp enough to cut through the music. Never one to shy away, Momma Dee smirked and dropped the bombshell. "Fine. I think you're acting like a prostitute, and I said what I said." The room went completely still. Conversations halted, drinks were put down, and all eyes turned to Suki, whose face shifted from disbelief to fiery rage. Her close friends, including other cast members, tried to step in and calm her down, but it was already too late. After their explosive confrontation, the fallout was inevitable. Suki made it clear that she wasn't backing down, even if it meant alienating people. Meanwhile, Momma Dee, not one to let things slide, continued to stir the pot by talking about Suki's behavior behind her back. The rest of the cast was caught in the middle, with everyone trying to figure out who was in the right and who was wrong. But one thing's for sure, this feud between Suki and Momma Dee is far from over. There's a lot of unresolved tension here, and we're only getting a glimpse of what's to come. So, who's right and who's wrong in this battle? Is Suki's reaction justified, or is Momma Dee simply trying to protect her family? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, this rivalry is going to have major consequences on the upcoming episodes of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Stay tuned, because the drama is far from over. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to keep up with all the latest love and hip hop gossip. We'll see you next time.